What's up, everybody? This your boy again. I told y'all last night I was gonna look on demand for the Quad Season 1. I believe this is Episode 6, Go Tell It on the Mountain. Um, Cox finally put the bitch up there, so I was finally able to see it this morning. Um, I know y'all was waiting for, my little thoughts and concerns. So here you go. Hold on, bitch. Uh, All right, so this episode it gave a lot, but it gave some residual stuff as well, and then had like a huge impact at the end. Um, let's get to the easy stuff first. Um, the white guy, shit, I can't think of his name. John Bow. John Bow parents comes unannounced, and his dad, and I believe his dad is abusive. I believe he grew up in a really abusive home because of the way his dad acted. His dad wants him to go to a CIAA school. He not here for that. He rather be where he at, where he met other people besides being around other white people. And they like him. They're starting to warm up to him. He's starting to make friends. He doesn't want to leave. Um, his dad got upset because he didn't want to go to breakfast to meet with the UGA football coach or whatever the case may be. And he told his dad, well, I appreciate that, but I'm good where I'm at. I don't want to go. And his dad basically tried to hit him. He pushed his dad up against the wall and was like, he's not putting up with that no more. He's no longer going to accept him or allow him to talk to him in that manner or to put his hands on him no more. And when he let his dad go, his dad punched him in the eye. And then that's when big fella, I can't think of his name. I think his name is Junior. I think that's what they call him. But the big guy that played football with them, that's friends with the girl that he liked. He caught that his dad's hand in mid swing. Like, listen, bro, you better get your ass the fuck up out of here before I forget that I was raised in church. You know what I'm saying? His dad decides to make a smart aleck comment like, "Well, you just stay here, colored you, yada yada yada, and leave." I'm glad this is a scripted series because had this been some real shit, I really would have been heated. I would have been hot and I would have had a lot to say. But shit like this does go on, and I can see how it would go on with a white guy or girl going to a predominantly black college. It happens. It may not be to this degree, but it does happen. Um, and I'm glad that they put that in there. Um, that's that. What else happened? John Bow. Oh, even Derrick. Derrick, let me tell you something. A real man gets out there and go and work for his coin. Okay, a real man is not going to sit there and demand that this wife that he wants to divorce pay him $20,000 a month and spousal support. And my whole thing about that is, which is so stupid, which is what I really want people to understand that are really going through shit like this, especially with a man. This bitch is gonna own you for the rest of her fucking life. Yeah, y'all are divorced. Yeah, you may moved on. Yeah, you may got a new bitch, but this bitch owns you because she funds you. Why in the hell would you sit there and ask for $20,000 of her money that she worked for that you didn't? And I don't give a fuck about what anybody said. You may try to get me together in the comment where he worked for this and he worked for that. Bitch, they must not pay much if he's seeking spousal support from his wife. You understand what I'm saying? And he really wants to get mad at her for cheating, but bitch, she made that perfectly clear how he cheated on her when they even first got together. He cheated on her. I believe she said that she was gonna have a baby the first time, and I don't think that baby made it. And he wound up sleeping with somebody else around the time he was still sleeping with her. He even gave Eva his side bitch's earrings to wear as a gift. So Derrick, get your ass out of here. You mad and your ego was bruised because you wasn't fulfilling your duties as a husband. So she went out there and got her needs met by a young Thundercat, and you're upset now. Oh well, be a better husband, be a better man, and maybe next time with your next wife you will keep her. Um, And that's all I got to say about you. I can't stand a man that try to go after a bitch and a bitch money. Like, that don't make you no man. You don't get no cool points for that shit. As a grown ass man, you don't get no cool points for that. A man that don't work don't eat. And if you running around here depending on a bitch to take care of you, you're more of a bitch than she is. Gonna take her cookies and then gonna serve her divorce papers. Child, please. If I was Eva, I'd have jumped across that goddamn table and strangled the fuck out of your ugly ass. And his lawyer had a lot of fucking mouth too. What else happened? Danny and Noni. Danny and Noni, I don't know why I feel like this, but I feel like by the end of this shit, they're gonna wind up fucking because it's a bunch of tension between the two of them. Danny, you mad at her for the shit that she started at the event that they had a couple of weeks ago between you and Terrence, but at the end of the day, you around here, you and the other drum majors fucking bitches up in that small ass quartet. Yeah, yeah, y'all got more people. Y'all must be looking at the comments or something because y'all ain't got 12 people no more. Y'all got at least maybe about a good 30 if you want to include if you want to include the four dancers and the three drum majors. But y'all getting a little bit big. Y'all getting a little bit bigger. But bitch, it don't matter. Y'all still ain't big enough to be around here hazing bitches. And you want to be upset with her for getting back at you. Don't get don't get mad, get even. And don't put your hands on her. I don't agree with no man putting his hands on a bitch. I don't give a fuck what the fuck is going on. You putting your hands on this bitch for a school that once you graduate, 9 times out of 10, they don't help you do half of the shit that they claim to help you do. You want your goddamn own while you sitting around here trying to be be the next band director, which I think is really what it is. I think he really wants to be the next band director. Personally, I feel like he waiting for Cecil to croak. But anyway, he gonna whisper to her some along the lines of, she told me that you were behind what happened between me and Terrence that night, and after the classic, you're gonna get humbled. AKA, you finna get hazed. You finna get your ass whooped. You something finna happen. And she thought of an idea, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. What else happened? I talked about John Bull, talked about Eva and Derrick. I talked about Noni and Danny. Sydney wasn't in this episode. I don't know what the fuck happened to Sydney. Sydney vanished off the face of the earth in this episode. Sadie wasn't in this episode either. Neither was Ebony. She wasn't in this episode either. We're starting to learn a lot about Cecil and his family. I think Cecil is dying or he's on the cusp of dying. And I think that's why he got over, trying to get Eva out of, the shit or whatever, because he ain't even going to live long enough to even be there for number one. And two, he's trying to get his life straight before he goes before of Almighty God. And, trying to clear his conscience a little bit. He invited his sister to come to the Battle of the Bands to hear a song that he made, basically telling about the struggles that they went through growing up because I guess they had an abusive father too. He called the sister like twice, 2 or 3 times in the episode. She never answered. He came by her job. She wasn't rude. She wasn't rude. She wasn't rude at all. She was just like, I'm busy, I'm swapped at work, and she didn't have time to meet him for lunch or whatever it was they were going to. But he invited her to come to the classic. He left some tickets for them to come because he really wanted her to hear the song. When she came to the classic, she came with her dad, and Cecil was not here for that. It's a bunch going on between that dad. I think the dad was really abusive to them. So if he was, I could kind of understand why he was not excited to see his old ass in the number. But he ain't caused no scene or nothing like that. He let it be. His sister was like, if it's a song about us, he should hear it too. And I kind of agree with her on that. The best revenge you could have on somebody that's done something to you is have your success. So yeah, I'd have had him come too. What else happened before I get to the real good shit? Tyreke from Sister Sister Bitch, he up here, and he is the band director for Southern District University, whatever it's called. FYI, am I the only one that noticed that his band had on the SWD uniforms? Bitch, I'm a band head. I know a lot about high school bands and I know a lot about college bands, and I know bitches' uniforms. They were clearly SWD. I don't know if it was their actual students being there for his band, but y'all could at least had whatever y'all the school is uniform is like JMU got. I mean yeah, GAMU got, but whatever. Uh, Not my plight. Um, what else happened? Oh, he came to the band room because he's actually a GAMU alumni. He graduated in '95, and now he's the band director for their rival college band. And he was in there with Noni as. Noni is a clever bitch. I said I didn't like Noni, and I really don't care for her too much, but I like her cunningness. I like her smarts, and she's quick on her feet. You know what I'm saying? She knows what to do and how to do it, and what not to do, and how not what to do, what not to do. If that makes any sense. He came there, he helped her out with her little fingerings on her saxophone or whatever, and he gave her a card, and he said, "Listen, if you give me the score sheet for this song so that we can use this for the classic," he said, "I will give you a full scholarship to my school." He said, "And in my school, they don't hurt each other, they don't get hazed, he don't fuck around with that." And I think it's like that now because maybe he was hazed when he went to GAMU, so he made sure that when he got his own shit, that won't go down. She said she didn't take it. She just left his card in the room, and he left out or whatnot. So it was time for the classic. I'm not GAMU. Um, Southern's band started playing the very song that Cecil wrote for his sister. He heard it when he was in the back. He came out there, he heard them playing the song, and it sounded pretty good. I ain't even gonna lie. He came back there and he blamed it all on Danny, which is what Noni wanted. Danny was like, "Look, it ain't had nothing to do with me. I didn't do this, yada, yada, yada." And he was like, "You know what, nigga, shut the fuck up and get your ass out of here. Your ass ain't getting on their field of mine." He looks at Noni, Noni looks at him, he comes over to Noni, and he smashes her saxophone down on the floor. And he got mad and he left. He tried to pull the other two drum majors with him, but one of them was like, "Bitch, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't trying to lose my scholarship behind y'all drama. Hell no, bitch, I ain't going no motherfucker way." And I don't blame him. I'm not losing my scholarship because of this shit that y'all got going on. School is expensive. He leaves and he tells them before they go up there, like any other good band director would, "Listen, we're a band, we're known, we're famous, our school is known for our band." So instead of playing the song that he was going to originally play because it's already been played, they decided to play Before I Let Go. And I must say, whoever school band y'all used to play Before I Let Go, please put it down in the comments because them bitches was playing, okay? I was sitting over here grooving. They sounded really, really amazing. He's in the middle of directing the song, and his sickness takes the best of him because he passes out. He falls off the riser, and then blood comes out his mouth. That's where the episode ended. Don't really know what's gonna happen with Cecil by the end of this shit, and I really wasn't here for Cecil at first, but because the man is dying, I'm trying to give his ass a pass. But that was it. Like I said, it was okay. Much didn't happen, but it was okay. Can't wait to see next week's episode. Of course, I'm not going to see it until the weekend because, as y'all know, it conflicts with Greenleaf, and my loyalties lie with Greenleaf. So, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed the episode. Leave me some comments. Y'all talk to me. Talk back to me. I like to talk. I like to gab. I like to laugh. I like to make bitches laugh, but I can't do that if y'all don't reach out. Reach out to me. Let me know what y'all thinking about. I'm going to do a Keep It Real, giving you the real tea podcast is going to be coming up soon, and I want to talk about everything. It doesn't have to be TV, movies, nothing like that. I want to talk about any and everything that y'all want to talk about. Put it down in the comments, and I got y'all. All right, I'm gonna let y'all later. Bye.